something like this, because most of the people are trying to figure out what you can bring to them. And also a part of this, I mean, you also need to familiar with like China's job board. Like we are currently using Liepin and Zhilian, 51 jobs, and Maimai. Yeah, that is the most popular job board in China. It's normal for you to use LinkedIn or Glassdoor or some other job board, but in China you better get to use those kind of job board, because that is what Chinese employees are gonna post their jobs, and that's where they are gonna find their candidate. I mean, I have read some profiles from those kind of job board, like foreign peoples. I mean, they are using it in Chinese and writing it in Mandarin. That really impressed me, because normally we can see a lot of Chinese resume from it, but if you have a look at a English one, or from a foreign one, I mean, that's gonna attract our eyes, and we're gonna put more time on it. So that is a good way for you to get a connection with those employers. And also you better use like a WeChat official account, because you can find a lot of companies from it. And for China, they will use those to set up some job affairs and also post jobs. And also for most of famous companies in China, like Didi, like Alipay, and also like Taobao, they have the portals for foreign people to apply jobs. I mean, they have those kind of things in their website. You can also use that. And also the other way you can try is to find some connections through some offline event or online event, because most of the roles are closed by referrals. That is very important. There's a data shows like around 60% of chance those for a single role, it's closed by a referral. So also in China, I mean, it's we cares a lot about relationships, and we think this is very important between working. If you join a company, I mean, that can change a lot of things, because through the talking with you, they can get familiar with you about what's your personality, and what's your hobbies, and to see if they can work well with you. So you can join some offline event, like mostly they can hold like in some restaurant or something. You can join them and try to meet more different peoples and to talk with them. And also it's a good way for you to maybe practice Mandarin. Yeah, that's a good way to learn more opportunities from them, because maybe there are some ways they can suggest some good positions for you. So that is a pretty good way for you to figure out what kind of roles you're applying, and you need to use a way what Chinese students do. Don't just like we do it in foreigners people doing. And because you are in China now and you want to find a job in China, so we need to get used to what Chinese employers do, and to try to attract them. That is I think that is the only thing what we can do right now, because of the coronavirus. It's a bad market right now, and a lot of companies are trying to improve themselves, and also there are something it's gonna change forever, and but something will remain. So we also need to get used to this, and to used to our new normals. Yeah, I think that's my part about the sharing of what employers want, and also what employees want, and also the tips of interview. Yeah. Thanks, Petros.
Amazing. Thank you, Eric. Wow. This was very useful. I mean, talking with your Chinese friends is a great way to understand how Chinese companies hire. So being on Chinese job boards, as you mentioned, Liepin and Maimai, is a great way for foreigners to kind of stand out and be like, hey guys, I'm here, I'm in China, I speak Chinese, I'm looking for a job. So that's a way to stand out for recruiters. So in case anyone from the audience has any questions, please feel free to raise your hand using the Zoom function. You can raise your hand when you go to participants. There is a hand button that you can press. So until we have any questions from the audience, I have many questions for you guys. I really liked your presentations and very insightful, especially after the new ideas. I have a question for Kate first that is relevant to her presentation, where you encourage us to only apply if we fit 90% of a job description, like a job role. But we see like many advices online and many people are like, you don't have to fit, you know, the job description. And do you feel that the situation is different in China? Or yeah, I mean, for example, let's say a company says that they're looking for a fluent Chinese person, but maybe they're not looking for a Chinese person. Maybe they're looking for a basic Chinese, right? Maybe they're not clear about their job description. Or do you feel that throughout time, Chinese companies have, you know, upgraded their job description so they're much more clear about what they want?
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Petros, for your question. So basically, I'm pretty sure when the companies write that they need fluent Chinese speaker, they do mean that they need fluent Chinese speaker. Otherwise, they just don't put the requirements on the job description at all. And why do I mean that? I personally find it crucial for every applicant for internships to apply directly for something that is fittable, just because more and more companies currently, they're putting your resumes, everything that you apply with, into their databases. So in case, for example, you do an interview with a company and you do not pass into the next round, when you're going to do the interview, for example, next year with the same company and even for another position, they might tell you, oh, I've seen what you did like last year, how you performed last year. So tell me what is different. And, you know, like sometimes it's very awkward when you don't really remember what you applied with last year. And when like an interviewer says like, why did you apply for this position if you don't know like A, B, C, D? And that's like, it's just something really not clear to them. So sometimes it may even put you into some not good list, you know, on the HR. So I would not say that it's a blacklist, but like they're going to be kind of already biased on your personality and your applications. So I would really not recommend to apply for the positions. Like if you have no idea about marketing, but you just want to try yourself in the marketing, I don't think that it's a good way to just directly apply for marketing in China. Maybe try something online from your own home country, but not like directly apply to some huge company for marketing position.
Got it. Thank you, Kate. We have a question from Svetlana. This is a question for Eric. As she has already left China, what is the best way to apply for a job in China from abroad? And Svetlana mentions that local Chinese websites are more useful when you are already in China. So the question is, you know, she was in China, she's not in China anymore, but she wants to find a job in China. What is the best way to apply for a job from abroad?
Yeah, for this question, I want to say it depends on what kind of company you are looking for. If you are looking for some local companies, I mean, the only thing you can use like a Chinese local job board. If you can try to use it in abroad, but if you are looking for global companies opportunity, I mean, they have their own website because most of them have connections with LinkedIn and also Glassdoor and other, you know, like in Australia, they have Seek. Like they have their own job board, and we can also see we can also receive resumes from those kind of job boards. And also if you cannot use local job board, I mean, local Chinese job board, you can use LinkedIn. That's a good way to, you know, try to build some connections. And also, you know, because of the thing, because you can, you know, add some HR or recruiters from the company you are dreaming for and try to ask them, try to present your CV to them, because that is what we usually do, to tell them you are looking for opportunities, but please be stand out like what your strengths, because now you are based in like maybe in Cyprus or other cities, but because you cannot in on site to have a face-to-face interview. Normally, for most of Chinese employers, they want to have more connections with the candidate, so they prefer to have an interview like face-to-face, not just through through Teams or other internet. So that is the most yeah.
Awesome, thank you, Eric. We have another question from Marina. So this, I guess this is for anyone who can answer it. Is there a labor law in China that requires companies to pay for overtime work?
Yeah, there is a labor law, but for some small companies,